see across the universe for a while, across the distance, across the miles, searching every inch of the skies. I'm the girl with the sun in her eyes, head in the clouds but feet on the ground, hoping you'll find me this lifetime around. You are balanced on a water bottle top. Like on a water bottle, but like on the top of it. You're crooked? I don't know. I can't help you. It's fine. Nobody wants to be straight anyways. Hey nerds. Today's reading vlog is A Dark and Drowning Tide by Alison Saft. I read, full disclosure, 38 pages yesterday. Yes, I'm on page 38. So, hello, gorgeous edition. I really like the original cover for this. Gorgeous, by the way. This is cute too, but the original cover is so pretty. And then, watch. There it is. So I'm like really tempted to display it if I like it. With the hardcover, with the dust jacket off. Anyways, I'm 38 pages in, and I'm liking it so far. You know it's classified as romantasy? I didn't know that. Now I'm nervous. Ooh. Should I like lean? Lean with a rock with it. Nope. Okay, first of all, let me say, Alison Saft, I see what you've done here. I'm a historian, and I see what you've done here. And I approve. Nice job so far. I see what you've done here. I know what you've done. So we have Lorelai, the dark-haired one. Okay, and Lorelai comes from a non-magical people who are thought of lesser than. Okay, you with me? Cool. And then we have Sylvia, who is from a people. The world building on this in these 38 pages has been fantastic, by the way. Sylvia, who is from a people who have been annexed by the kingdom as a whole. And they were the last holdout. And so they are fiercely holding on to their identity, I guess we'll say. Okay? So that's a setup. There are 5 annexed regions and then the kingdom itself. Okay? The king is like 25-ish. And then the 5 kids of the annexed regions who will be taking over for their parents, all 6 of them have grown up together in the palace, like during summers and stuff like that. They spent the summers together. Okay? Well, the king who started the unification of all the Brunish-speaking lands by any means necessary, meaning submit to me or his name was Friedrich II. Okay, world history. Anyways, he is no longer with us. So his son, who is 25 years old and king now, took over. So he's trying to find it. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. The book does a much better job of explaining this than I do. So in this world, magic is the source of. Nope. Rewind. Try it again. Water is the main source of magic, right? So like rivers and stuff like that, they're like a major source of magic. So the king's goal is to find this legendary river water source that is the biggest magic source, allegedly. Okay. Wherever this magic source is found, he'll marry somebody from that region. Okay. Now, the other 5 that he grew up with, like Sylvia, okay, and then the other 4, they go to the university and they're part of the excavation team. Well, if you can hear that banging, I'm so sorry. It's my neighbors. I don't know what they're doing. Well, Lorelai was brought in by the teacher as part of the expedition. Okay. She obviously she's not nobility. She just goes to the university. I don't think she was actually going to the university. I think she was brought in. She was found by the teacher, by the professor, and then brought into the university, brought into the program. They're at the castle right now. The king has introduced everybody to the expedition party, minus Lorelai, because why would he? She's nobody. And then the teacher got up and she's like, okay, I'm announcing co-captain of the expedition. And everybody thinks it's going to be Sylvia because she's got a reputation. She's outgoing. Everybody likes her. It's going to be Sylvia. Everybody thinks it's going to be Sylvia. Sylvia thinks it's going to be Sylvia. It's going to be Sylvia. And she says, hey, it's Lorelai. And Lorelai's like, what? Pardon? And she can just feel like everybody's like, oh, what did this person do to trick her way into this position? She doesn't deserve it, kind of thing. Already she's thinking that because of her background and who her people are. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention that one of the 5, he's very Aryan race. He's very much like, hey, there's certain peoples who like should not be here. Looks at Lorelai. And Lorelai's like, yeah, got the message, read your papers, and I know how you think, and that's why I hate your guts. So, Alison Saft, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing here, and I approve. So, that's as far as I've gotten. And it's not a secret that this book is a murder mystery. It's, I believe, the teacher that dies. It's in the synopsis, so I'm not giving anything away. Also, my reading vlogs are spoiler filled, so sorry about that. You will be spoiled if you continue on. So here's my predictions, because we're trying something new this time. It reminds me already so much of Voyage of the Dam by Frances White. Also, if you haven't read Voyage of the Dam by Frances White yet, you should read Voyage of the Dam by Frances White. It is gay. It is one of my favorite books this year. So please read it. Thank you. 5 stars. No, but it's already reminding me of that. So here's my predictions. Lorelai and Sylvia, by the way, rivals. They do not like each other, but they respect each other, right? They respect each other's process and they respect each other's knowledge of the subject, right? But good Lord, do they not like each other? But also, good Lord, does Lorelai think Sylvia's hot? And that's where we're at with that. So this is where I think the story's going to go, based on vibes that I'm picking up from 38 pages in. Teacher's going to die. Everybody on the freaking boat, because I'm assuming there's a boat, because why wouldn't there be a boat? Everyone is going to be like, hey, Lorelai did it. Because she's not one of us. Not one of us. Not one of us. Not one of us. Okay. And Sylvia over here, she's going to be like, well, actually, I don't think she did it. And she's going to have one foot in both camps, basically, is what I'm thinking. Because she grew up with these rich guys, right? She grew up with them. They're not all guys. There's 2 girls. She grew up with the Richies. Okay. But she knows Lorelai's character. And she knows, and like I said, she respects Lorelai. So I feel like she's going to trust Lorelai. Okay. So that's where I'm thinking. And I think Aryan Race guy, he's the one who did it. I'm calling it now. I think he's the one who did it. And I think he frames Lorelai. Obviously, whoever does it is going to frame Lorelai because, again, not one of us, and she's the easy target. And also, maybe, let's start a war. Because, like, why else would you kill the teacher? I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why you could kill the teacher. But here's what I'm thinking. Here's where I would go with it. Okay, let me put this down. You might not see B-roll of me reading this today. Lucky you. That means the video is probably not going to be that long. I am working on getting them shorter. I swear I am. But I will update you probably tomorrow on everything that's going on and my thoughts on that. And then you will probably see me reading tomorrow. And then, of course, my final thoughts on the book. Right now, 38 pages in. It's definitely high rated so far. I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoy the characters. Lorelai is that girl. I love Lorelai already. I'm worried with this that this could get, and this is the worry that I had with the Voyage of the Damned. Okay. And this is what I have. Oh, this is a worry that I have with most murder mysteries. I love a good murder mystery, but this is the worry that I have with most of them, right? So I don't like it when, how do I say this? Everyone's going to pile on Lorelai, right? And at some point, we get it, okay? We get it that she's the outcast. We get it that she's not one of them. She's the easy target. We get it, okay? So I don't want it to feel like she's running in circles. I don't want it to feel like 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. I don't want it to feel like that. I don't want it to feel like beating a dead horse kind of situation. That's a horrible metaphor. I don't like it, but that's what the first thing that came to my mind. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to feel repetitive in that sense, where it's not fun to read anymore because they're all ganging up on her all the time, and it's just like sad. Like, okay, we get it. They're beating up on Lorelai emotionally. Cool. We get it. Nobody likes her. Cool. sun. I know. Okay. No, I'll move it. Okay. Not late for work for once. I mean, I will be after I do this, but not done. I'm not done with this. But this is an update. I'm tired. Did not have enough coffee this morning. Let me see what page I'm on. I don't even remember. I had to stop reading in the middle of a chapter. Nope, I finished a chapter. Okay. Go me. I was so tired last night. Not because I was like falling asleep, but not because the book was boring, but because I'm 87 years old. Okay. I'm on page 231. I really wanted to make it to 250. I really, really, really did. And I didn't do that. Because I was so tired. So that's what that was. 231. Let's see. A lot has happened since I last talked to you in terms of this story. The murder happened. The death has the dead had died. The dead died. So that's doing his thing. Let's see. Let's do plot first, I guess. You know I suck at these. You know I suck at the wrapping of the ups. What? Told you guys I need more coffee. I should start having 2 cups of coffee in the morning. Unrelated, but I should start doing that. I'm almost done. Okay. Focus up, babes. We got places to be and things to not do at work. What? Right. So plot. Where did I leave off in telling you what? Oh, yeah. So they did go on a boat. I was right. It did happen on a boat. God, I'm so good. So people are trying to unalive Lorelai because they know she's investigating. She's like, I'm not going to investigate anything. And then she proceeds to like interview everyone. And they're like, I know what you're doing. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So why are you on this trip? And I'm like, girly pop, you're so cute. We stan Lorelai in this house. We stan her so much. Oh, okay. But, so everybody knows what she's doing. And she's like, nobody knows what I'm doing. I love her so much. But, she's like, it's a secret. Nobody knows. And everyone's like, we know. Babe, we know. It's the funniest thing. It makes me laugh every single time. Oh, it's so funny. Anyways, it's like unintentionally funny. Okay. So that's what's going on with that. They're not on the boat anymore. They had to get off the boat and go by rowboat because the river that they were traveling on was too shallow. And then they got attacked by a monster, a lindworm, and then they lost, I think, most of their supplies and a boat. So what ended up happening is they went by foot into a small town. And they're in Sylvia's land, okay? So the people in this town know Sylvia. They're like, oh my God, Moon Princess. Hey, girl. And she's like, oh, hey, don't call me that. And all her friends are like, Moon Princess? Okay, bitch, what's that about? She's like, I don't want to talk about it. And she's like, it's family legend. I don't want to talk about it. It's basically because I have white hair. I'm an anime character. That's why I don't want to talk about it. And I'm doing really well selling this book, you guys. It's really good. It's really good. So they have a festival and her people pull out effigies of one of their enemies to a different nation of peoples that they've been fighting, one of the king, and then one of the Yiva, who are Lorelai's people.
the girl who's standing next to Lorelai is like, you gotta leave. You gotta go. This is dangerous. You gotta go. And Lorelai's like, yeah, I probably should go. they're burning an effigy of my people. Probably should go. Sounds a little dangerous for me to be here. And then her and Sylvia lock eyes across the thing, and then all of a sudden Sylvia's there, and she's like, stay close to me. And I was like, ah! Let's go, lesbians. So that was really cute. Anyways, they left the town. They heard a folklore story of where the spring is that they're looking for. And it happened to be in the mountains near, like, right outside this town. And so the group sets out to climb the mountain. And while they're climbing the mountain, the forest is playing tricks on them. They're going in circles. And one of the group, he's like the botanist. And he's like, I think I know a way out, but don't tell anybody I'm leaving because I want it. If I'm wrong, I don't want them to make fun of me. So he leaves in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. No, that's a lot better. So, okay, son. So he leaves, and then Lorelai is basically forced to go follow him and find him by the others, and nobody like volunteers to go with her. And then all of she's like, fine, I'll go by myself, but if I find him, I can't carry him back by myself. So basically I'm gonna die too, basically, if we're both gonna die. And then Sylvia's like, fine, I'll go with you. And she's like super pissed that nobody volunteered to go with her. She's like super pissed that they're like, oh, they say they're so heroic and they're not heroic at all. They're ass. She's so pissed, right? Anyways, so they have encounters with some like fey creatures, and then they find the spring. They find the magical spring. But do they? They don't. It's a different magical spring. One that you can ask one question to. And Sylvia puts her hand in, and she's like, what should I ask it? And then the spring answers, your heart's desire. And she's like, ah, shit, I wasted my question. And I'm like, oh, relatable queen. That would be me. I'd be like, what should I ask it? Oh, no. So she wasted her question. But then Lorelai asked where they can find the spring that they're looking for. And it showed them a location. It's a moving island. It's an island that vanishes and disappears and only shows up on the new moon. And it moves. It moves around. Pretty cool concept. So they have to find that. They have 2 weeks till the new moon. And they think it's off the coast of one of the other girls' lands. And they have 2 weeks to get there. But it's all the way across the country. So that should be fun. That's where I left off. Right now, if I were to give this a rating right now, it would be 4.5 stars. It hasn't made me cry, so that's why it's not 5 stars. But it's really good. I really love the backstory. I really love the world building. It's giving World War I interim leading up to World War II. It's giving that in history. Is that weird to say that I'm enjoying it? But you know what I mean? Like, it's politically and historically, it's giving that. But make it fantasy and put fae in there and magic in there. So everybody is like, hey, we hate Lorelai, except for Sylvia and like one other character. But it's not getting annoying yet. I am over halfway through, so I mean, if it would have gotten annoying, it would have gotten annoying already. So that's fine. I think it's because we're in Lorelai's point of view that's helpful. Plus, she's a really strong character, so I feel like She's dealt with this her whole life. So it's not that she doesn't have weaknesses either. We see that as well. And it's not that these things don't affect her. They do. We see that too. It's just that she's such a strong character that it affects her, but she still pushes through. Like I said, in this house, we stan Lorelai. We stan her so much. It was classed on Goodreads as romantasy. Babes, this isn't romantasy. I'm so sorry to tell you, but this isn't romantasy. I am on, what did I say? Page 230? Page 231. And they haven't kissed yet. They got close. They shared one tent. They shared one tent, and, you know, they did that thing where they're like, you know, pretend that's somebody's face. Me. You know, they got real close and they're like, oh, are you gonna kiss me? They did that, but there was no kissing. Because Sylvia still thinks that Lorelai hates her, and Lorelai's like, yeah, I freaking hate you. I don't hate you. But in the book, Lorelai literally, the chapter that I just ended, Lorelai literally just admitted to herself that, oops, I don't hate her. So that's interesting. I mean, she admitted it a little bit throughout the book, but like she just like really like admitted it to herself just now. The writing. Hello, Miss Alison Saft. I have to look it up. I don't know if she's written anything else. If she has, I'm going to be adding it to my TBR immediately because her writing is gorgeous. The writing is fantastic. This is definitely 4 stars. If it makes me cry, it's going to be 5 stars. But it has yet to make me cry. It's made me tear up a little bit. Definitely imagery is there. With Lorelai's past and everything like that, it definitely has made me close to crying. I'll say that. But yeah, it's very good. Very good. I'm excited to finish it on my lunch break. I just forgot to mention something from the book. My hair is everywhere. The person who I thought it was, I no longer think it is. The like Aryan race guy. I don't know. I no longer think it's him who did the murder. Because, well, he was the obvious choice in the beginning, but I was like, well, he's the obvious choice, but then there's going to be a lot of misdirect in the middle, and then it's going to be him at the end because, you know, you're going to get misdirected and think it's somebody else, and then it's going to end up being him anyways. And while there is a lot of misdirect, right, because that's what it, you know, it's like obvious choice, and then there's like, well, it can't be him for this reason. Bunch of misdirect. Look at this person, look at this person, look at this person. It's definitely this person now. Obviously, it's not going to be that person. So, who do I think it is right now? I know that there's one person who I hope it's not. The only other person in the group besides Sylvie, I call her Sylvie, the only other person in the group besides Sylvia that Lorelai is close to, I think it might be him. I hope it's not. I hope I'm wrong. But honestly, as an author, that would hurt. And so that feels good as an author to be like, it's this person who has betrayed you the hardest. Oh, that would be good. That would be good as an author. It would hurt as a reader, but that's why it would be good as an author. So that's why I think it's him. Not because any clues have led me to him, to be quite honest with you, because we haven't had, I'm sure there have been clues, but like as the reader, I haven't, hey, babes, I'm just here for the vibes. You know what I mean? Brain ain't braining. You know what I mean? I'm just here for the vibes and the ride. So I haven't been dissecting things. That's not what she's here for. Oh gosh, I'm dumb. This is why I don't theorize on things. Hey. This is why I don't theorize on things. Because it makes me feel stupid. Because I'm like, I'm just going off of vibes here. I live purely on vibes. And the vibes tell me it's this person. Look, hey, I'm a Scorpio moon. I'm a Scorpio moon. So we exist on vibes. Where my Scorpios at? Pure vibes. Okay? I can instantly, look, I look at somebody and I'm like, the vibes are off. Don't like you. That's just how Scorpios live. And that's how I read books. You know what I mean? This is why I don't do murder mysteries. This is why I don't do thrillers, because it's just vibes. I'm like, yes, this person did it. How can you tell, Shay? Where's your proof? Proofs are into vibes. The proofs are in the vibes. Okay? Coming straight to you from bed, baby. It's been a weekend. It's been a weekend for sure. A little behind the scenes. Well, first of all, I mean, come on. But no, a little bit behind the scenes. I fell at work on Friday. We have concrete floors. Like hard concrete floors. Ask me why I fell. I don't know the answer to that. Was I dizzy? No. Did my knee give out? No. Did my ankle give out? Also no. Did I trip over my own feet? Surprisingly, no. Not this time. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I was upright, and then the next second, I was falling. It was like falling in slow motion, and I was like, oh no. And I have enough self-preservation to like go like this because I landed on my side, but I had enough self-preservation to like not to protect my head and my face, because you got to protect the moneymaker, baby. Ew. No, but but my rest of my body not so lucky. I didn't break anything, thankfully, but my leg is completely bruised. It looks horrible. It hurts to walk. It hurts to move. So that's fun. Anyways, so I had a fantastic weekend. Just kind of, actually it wasn't that bad. It was my mom's birthday this past weekend. And so we celebrated that. And I'm obsessed with home goods, okay? I will say that I'm the most basic white millennial bitch, okay? I will say that. Here's the thing. We didn't have a Home Goods near us. Period. The end of sentence. So whenever we would travel, like I went to visit my bestie in Michigan. Hey, bestie. Hi, how you doing? And I was like, she has a Home Goods literally like 5 minutes away from the hotel I'm staying at. We're hitting out this in Home Goods. And we did that. So anyways, I was returning something at the UPS store, and in the same complex, I look over and I just kind of stared, and my mom was like, are you okay? And I was like, when did that Home Goods open up? We have a Home Goods now, which is excellent, but also very bad news for me personally and my wallet, because it's also next to Barnes & Noble, so, which I also hit up this past weekend. I got 4 books, so not that bad. We went there for my mom's birthday, because I always make her go to the I always, look, for Christmas and for your birthday, what you're going to get is you're going to get a book from me, okay? Those are 2 holidays, you're going to get a book from me, because it's your birthday, you're going to read. You're going to enjoy something I enjoy. You're going to read. we're here to talk about A Dark and Drowning Tide because baby, I was going to say baby girl. Yeah, you're all baby girls. We're going to commit to that. Baby girls. I finished it. Sorry. I'm in trouble. Baby girls. I finished it. It is... Okay, let's talk about my rating first. Is it a 5-star? No. Almost. We were almost there, folks, but not quite a 5-star. Technically I gave it a 4.5-star, but if I were to do incremental ratings, it would have been a 4.75. So it was so close to being a 5-star, you guys. It just didn't hit that 5-star mark for me personally. Okay. I don't remember where I left off. I'm so sorry. This is so shaky. I have to hold a phone and a book. You're asking so much of me with my broken body, honestly. But I forgot where we left off in terms of me wrapping up what was happening the last time. I believe they found the location of the magic source that they were going to go to, but it was across the country. So remember when I peeked ahead and I saw the name? Yeah, the name, it ended up being that name. That person ended up being the one who did everything. And you know what? Not mad about it. And her cause was justified, honestly, because it's okay. And let's start plot first. So what happened is they get there in time to this vanishing island, and they go through and they find the spring, and then a big battle happens because the murderer, saboteur, if you will. Oh, I forgot to mention, Lorelai does betray Sylvia in this because she finds out who the murderer is, and the murderer's like, hey, if you're cool about this, right, and if you just maybe shut up a little bit, what I'm going to do for you is I won't kill you. First things first. And also, I'll provide your people a refugee, like, I'll provide your people a place to, like, come because the war is on the horizon as soon as I finish my plans. And then what's going to happen to your people? Your people need to be safe. They can come and be safe with me in my kingdom. And Lorelai's like, well, crap. Betray Sylvia or save all my people. So she betrays Sylvia. Okay. So then they get to the island, and then they find the source. Lorelai feels real bad about betraying Sylvia because they're treating Sylvia real bad. And I'm explaining this horribly, but also I don't feel good. And also the end kind of like went really fast for me. Like everything just kind of started happening. I was like, whoa, okay. The murderer goes to the spring, and it's kind of like an if you're worthy kind of thing, you'll get the power. Well, the spring found her wanting. She was not worthy to get this power, so she stole it. She basically dove into the water and was like, I'm going to take this power no matter what. And when you do that, it kind of punishes you. So it's stolen power, so it's going to take back from you. So basically every time she used her power, it was killing her. Every time she was using the stolen power, it was killing her. Anyways, Sylvia was like, hey, I'm going to see if I'm worthy. She obviously was because she's a queen. So then there was an epic battle between Sylvia and the murderer. Obviously, Sylvia won. Lorelai actually killed the murderer. And yeah, there's that. They went back to the king, and Lorelai became advisor to the king. So she got to move out of the little area where her people lived in the city. Sylvia went back to her land and started putting out fires there. I guess for like 3 months, Lorelai and Sylvia did not like talk to each other. They didn't like, Sylvia didn't even say bye to Lorelai when she left. So Lorelai's like, well, I guess I'll kill myself then. No, she's like, well, I guess, she doesn't love me anymore. I guess, this is over and done with. I guess I will just die. But at the end of the book, Sylvia's like, hey, you want to marry me? And Lorelai's like, kind of, yeah. Let's do it. So that was really cute. But yeah, the only reason why this wasn't, I really want to make this very clear. Alison Saft's writing is gorgeous. Her character work, great. The inspiration, I know the inspiration that she took from real life, and then she kind of twisted it into this fantasy world. Absolutely love it. Stunning work. Absolutely love it. So her world building was great. Her magic system, fantastic. The problem with me not rating it 5 stars. Why didn't I rate it 5 stars if I love it so much? It didn't make me cry. And I'm sorry, but that is a requirement for me. That is literally one of the benchmarks of a 5-star for me. Does it make me cry? And it didn't. It made me tear up a little bit at the beginning where we learn about Lorelai's past and her brother. It made me tear up then. And that's about it. But it didn't make me sob. It didn't make me cry. So that's the only reason why it didn't give me that 5-star feeling, because I was lacking the full emotional connection, if you will. So other than that, absolutely really enjoyed this. And I'm very excited to see other work from Alison Saft. So highly recommend this. Not that you need my recommendation for anything, but if you're looking for a recommendation, it's raining right now, you guys. Oh my God. I don't know if you can see. I really want to play Palia, but I can't because I'm reading. Obsessed, by the way. Stay tuned next week to see the nonsense that is my writing prep, because, oh boy, it's a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster and a ride, let me tell you. I got this. It's raining outside. I'm going to make some tea in my hot mess cup, and I'm going to finish my book today before editing this vlog, because it's got to go up in a few days. So might want to work on that. Okay, well, thank you so much for dealing with my amazing camera work, as always, and my fantastic describing skills. I wish this book could have been a 5-star. It almost was. It almost was. I will see you later. Like I said, next week, we're doing writing prep vlog. Bye. In the clouds, but feet on the ground, hoping you'll find me this time.